my God, got it. I'm recording the session now. So as I was saying before, we're going to be working today in our class 3.1. Ready? And I said that I am going to start with a question. Question is pretty simple. I don't know if you do that, but probably you have listened that thing. What happens if you put cucumber slices on your eyes? Well, I have seen many women who put a lot of cucumber, or well, men too, who put cucumber slices in the eyes. What is it for? What is the purpose of that?
Teacher, I don't understand very well the questions. ¿Qué pasa si te pones pepinos?
Yes, exactly. Como
O
te
comer
roda,
es
como,
pepinos.
¿cómo se llama esto? Rodajas de pepino in your eyes.
Okay. Um, maybe if I put cucumber
Mm-hmm.
slice on my eyes, I could feel more relaxed and
Oh,
I can rest my eyes.
the
Is correct.
possibility. Yeah, sure. More relaxed and rest my eyes. Good, excellent. So that you had, oh, that's, to be honest, I don't know anything about makeup. Do you use makeup, Andre? Do you make up your face or not so much?
Yes, teacher. No, yes.
Okay. And have you listened about anything related to cucumbers and mask? Like
Yes,
masks?
teacher.
Hmm? Does it have
Yes, teacher.
anything to
I
do?
use I often I often use mask in my face.
Okay. And what is the purpose of that normally?
What is the
The purpose, like the objective.
mm, maybe how do you say hidratar?
Hydrate. Muy bien.
Hydrate. Maybe
Mhm.
for hydrate my skin of my face. Uh, and
Maybe moisturize, ¿no? That, de hecho, muchas cremas dicen como moisturizing, ¿no? That, which is like humectante, right? So,
yes.
mm,
Mm, Also to mm, texture of the
yes,
skin
very good.
is
So,
better after to put on the face on face.
good. Uh-huh. This improve the texture of the face. It's a possibility to maybe reduce wrinkles, like como arruguitas, right? Something like that. This it has a different purpose on that, no? But the mask, they have different I have like how do you say that? But like parts, not like components, sorry, ingredients
Yes,
that they help with the skin, no? But this of the cucumber, it's like a meat, no? Like, but not like a meat. It has like it was trans how do you say that? Transported, not translated, no. Oh my God, now I forget the word. Transmitted, sorry. It was transmitted because
yes,
other women told you like it's important to do that because it's important to do that, right?
yes. How do you say teacher? Como ojeras.
The eye sacs, ay, perdón, eye bags, eye bags,
Also to improve eye bags
to reduce.
to reduce.
Uh-huh, exactly. Entonces, they say, but I have never listened a studio, I have never read it a studio, nunca leí un estudio que diga ta ta ta, but from my perspective, women say that cucumbers help to improve the skin of the eyes, right? To improve the skin of the eyes, to reduce the eye bags, to moisturize, to hydrate, to. Ready? but it's not something that I know. It's something that I have listened from people, especially in this case for women, right? So today we are going to talk about if you are superstitious or not. Are you, Andre? Are you a superstitious person or not so much?
Mm, depending of the topic.
Depending on the topic, very good. Okay, so for example, paranormal activities. Are you superstitious or not that much?
Not that much.
Hmm. If you see a black cat, if you break a mirror,
No,
okay.
teacher, but I think that mm, I believe in other lives or
like in
last lives.
like in reincarnation and those things.
Yes, yes.
Good, very good,
In
very
that,
good.
yes.
Okay, but are you Catholic, Buddhist, or
Mm, none one.
no? Okay, very good, excellent. Like agnostic, right?
I don't like religion.
Okay, very good. So good. In that case, well, the religions, for example, are based on a lot of superstitions, no? So
Yes,
if you don't, if you, for example, the Jewish people believe or they say that if they eat pork, they will go to hell. I
yes.
don't know why, but if they believe that if they eat pork, they will go to the hell, no? So, mm. Or, for example, the Catholics, they believe in this society, they believe that if you have sexual relationship after outside the marriage, you will be a sinner, because the marriage is the blessing of Jesus and da da da. So there are a lot of superstitions, no? Sometimes talking about paranormal things, sometimes in other different contexts. For example, Andre, do you believe in superstitions of Christmas?
For example,
For
what?
example, here in Colombia, we have a lot that if you put lentils in your
Ah, okay,
pocket,
okay. Um, Not much, but I think that um, if you believe in your goals, uh, in your mind, it's more easy to start something. I don't know.
good, good. So it's easier to get some like what you believe is that you have to believe on yourself, on your goals, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This my dear, very good. So, well, basically that's the topic of today, and we're going to start with a reading. Ready? The reading is actually pretty simple. It's about black moth. Do you know what is a black moth? Well, it's this animal that we have here, right? Do you find it scary or nothing like a
No,
normal
teacher,
butterfly?
for nothing. No.
Okay, very good. But have you seen these animals? Yes,
Yes, obviously.
of
Yes.
course. And they normally don't move, no? Like they stay in the same place for hours and hours and hours, right?
Yes, teacher.
The grandmas, have you ever talked to your grandma or to your mother about the meaning of those animals?
Yes, yes. My mother believes that this animal have numbers of the for how do you say como rifas o la
Oh,
lotería.
for the lottery, for the
Yes, yes,
these designs that they have in the back?
yes.
No.
The people here,
Yes.
eh, normally eh, eh, es como que se les acercan mucho para mirar el número.
Really?
Yes.
Here in Cundinamarca is different because here in Cundinamarca, the people believe that if you see a black moth in your house, it's because somebody is going to die. Somebody close to your family is going to die.
No, here no.
Okay. Bueno,
Here
basically that's
the black month is have the numbers for the lottery.
I haven't never listened about it.
Yes.
Good, good, very good. Bueno, my dear Andres, we're going to read this text and you tell me what do you think about it. Ready? So go ahead, start the first paragraph. I read the second one.
Seeing a black month can be a sign of many things, depending on your personal beliefs and interpretations. and interpretations.
Mhm.
Some people may see it as a bad omen,
Omen.
while others may see it as a message of
Guidance.
guidance,
Guidance.
guidance or transformation.
Mhm.
Here are some possible meanings of seeing a black month.
Very good. So they say that according, depending on your personal belief or interpretation, some people may see it as a bad omen. Omen, it means like a prediction, como un augurio. Ready?
Yes.
So, and while other people may see it as a message of guidance, no, like, or transformation, right? The most common one, it's the, when we have others, but we're going to read only the first one, which is death, right? In some cultures, black moth symbolizes death. People claim, right? People claim that they are a sign of death because they are associated with darkness and the night. Often when the death will usually occur, o sea, at night, right? If you see a black moth, it might mean that someone close to you is going to die soon, or that you will probably face a loss or end in your life, right? That's the most common one. There are other people who see it as transformation, that you need to change, bueno, different things, different interpretations, right? But in that case, they say people claim. Do you know what is the meaning of the word claim?
No, teacher, es como similar a decir afirmar.
Afirmar, exactly. But when I use claim, it's because I say something and I believe that that is true, right? O sea, estoy afirmando creyendo que es verdad lo que estoy diciendo, right? O sea, yo creo fervientemente en lo que estoy diciendo when I say claim, right? Says they claim that they are a sign of that because ta 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 ta, right? In this case, what we're going to do, since this is not my interpretation, it's the interpretation of other people, is using a report speech sentence, right? Here, the report speech is going to have, as usual, the subject who says the information, right? And then the verb. This verb that we have here, it's going to be called the reporting verb. The reporting verb, it's a verb like, for example, claim, told, say, ask, convince, da 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 da. Verbs that talk about somebody that said something before. And then, of course, the information, it's going to be introduced, or the message is going to be introduced with that, and then the message. They are a sign of that because ta 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 ta, they are associated, no sé qué, no sé qué. But that is the message that I want to transmit. But to describe that it's not me, but it's what the people say in other parts, then I have to use a reporting class, right? Similar to what I did here with the women. Oh my God, what happened with the, bueno, with the example of the woman, no? So for example, women say, women said that using cucumber, in that case, I am giving the credit to the person who said that, or the people, in this case, the women. It's not me. I didn't say that. So I have to express those predictions or those superstitions, sorry, or those beliefs, giving the credit to the person who started. So in that case, I would say women said that using cucumbers, da, 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 da. So, so it's very simple. It's very, very simple, my dear. The idea is that we're going to simply have, well, normally you know that, come on here. Normally you know that we have to express who said the sentence. Ready? Second, who listened the sentence. And that's it, right? But in this case, the person who repeats the information, it's anybody. But here, the information, pues is usually not going to be me, porque no, generalmente estas predicciones o supersticiones no solamente me las dicen a mí, o no solamente se las dicen a una persona, sino que son un voz a voz. So in that case, normally it's not necessary to use the second part. Sometimes depending the verb. So let's see. Over here, ready? So in this case, as I told you, we have the reporting clauses with some reporting verbs. Ready? Andre, could you please help me to read the first example about Turkey?
In Turkey, many people agree. that when someone goes on a journey, you should pour water on the ground behind him or her to bring the person back
Safely, safely.
safely.
Exactly. Muy bien. So very good. Entonces, in that case, well, first they start with the place because the messages or the beliefs can change from one place to another, no? So in Turkey, then they say many people agree. Agree means that they have the same opinion. Sí, acuerdan que, yes, o están de acuerdo en que, and then the use of that, and then the message. When someone blah 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 blah, blah all the message complete, right? Second one, Andre, please.
In Venezuela, some people say that if someone passes a broom over your feet, you will never get married.
Exactly. That's what they say.
Teacher, what is broom? Broom.
A broom, it's
Broom.
something that we use to sweep,
Ah, okay.
so
The same of here.
yes, exactly. It's the same of here, but here is different because, well, I don't know, here in Bogota or in Cundinamarca, I have listened that they say that, oh, grandmas, because it's something that the old people say, no, but grandmas claim that if someone passes a broom over your feet, you will marry a widow. They say that you will marry a widow. Do you know what is a widow?
No, teacher.
Mm,
Widow.
Ahí se me olvidó en español. Viuda, una
Ah,
viuda.
okay.
So, dicen, si te barran los pies, te vas a casar con una viuda. No, no es como que no te vas a casar, sino que te vas a casar con una viuda, ¿no? Entonces cambia un
Ah,
poquito.
okay. Here is
Ah,
the same. Is the same as in Venezuela. As
okay. So you will never get
yes,
married, right?
yes, yes.
Exactly. Very good. So in that case, that's the thing. So in this case, we had not many people, but some people, no mucha gente, algunas, some people say that if someone passes the broom, pa, 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 pa. ¿Listo? What happened? This is something that is traditional, so it doesn't change. Since it doesn't change, it is the same today, it is the same tomorrow, it was the same yesterday. So the verb here, the reporting verb, yes, it's going to be in present. Some people say, some people agree, yes, and the sentence also it's going to be in present because it's something that it's real today, tomorrow, yesterday. So in that case, it's in simple present. It's easier than the reported speech because in that case, I don't have to change anything. I just have to say, people say that blah, 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 people tell that blah, 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 but normally in present. Of course, I can say it before also in past, no? For example, if I can use about the Spanish Inquisition, for example. They believed, or yes, they believed that if a woman, if a woman was independent, independent, she was a witch, for example, right? So in that case, it's a report, but something that it's already finished. It's not happening now, but in the Spanish Inquisition before. So in that case, it's in past, it's in past, it's in past, because all the thing was in past, right? But normally, since we are talking about superstition, like current superstitions in this moment, then normally they are going to be in present, in simple present. Okay, Andre, right?
Yes, teacher. In past, for example, to talk about the superstitions in the history.
Exactly like that. Yes, exactly like that. Good. Bueno, my dear, so we have here some reporting verbs, some formal, some more conversational, for changing, no? Because we always say, and tell. That's the most common ones, but here we have others, right? Read, please, the more formal ones, Andre.
Argue, assert, claim, report.
Argue, in this case, the accent is in the second part, assert, claim, and report. Ready? Argue, like discuss, assert,
Assert es
similar.
como asegura.
Yes, exactly. Similar to claim, no? So it's like, yes, asegurar que, ready? Claim, like afirmar que, report, which is that, ready? And then we have the other ones, which are more conversational, easy to, are going to be admit, agree, assume, believe, very close to assume, doubt, which is like, the opposite, no? That in that case is not believing, but doubt something, explain, feel, and say, right? So in that case, some people believe that, some people feel that, some people explain that, right? So on, so on. For example, I can say the scientists usually explain that the pyramids were built by extraterrestrial beings and blah, 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 using the reporting verb explain. As well as I can use admit, agree, assume, believe, doubt, explain, feel, or say. Any questions on these six, mentiras, eight verbs? Vocabulary questions?
No, teacher, it's clear.
Ready, my dear. So normally those are going to be followed by that. Report that, say that, explain that. Normally that's the thing, right? But sometimes some specific verbs, like for example, admit, agree, announce, comment, complain, confess. Bueno, all of these ones are going to be frequently followed by an indirect object. It means that it's necessary to talk about who received that information, similar to what happened with tell. When I say tell, it's tell again, tell to whom. In this case, it's something similar, right? For example, could you please read the first example over here, honey?
Several people agreed with me that logic, not superstition, is the best way to make decision.
Good. So several people agreed with me that logic, not superstition, is the best way to make decisions. Good. In that case, it's having a second or the object, ready? But different from tell, they require a preposition. Agreed with me, admit to me, announce to me, comment to me, complain to me, confess to me. More or less, it's going to be two, and most of the times it's going to be two, and the object. Like for example, here. Max explained to the teacher that a black cat never means bad luck in his country. Explain the teacher, but in the middle, it's going to be two, right? Most of the time, it's going to be two, but in some other examples, like for example, agree, yes, it's going to be with a preposition with, but normally it's going to be two. Ready? Reveal to, inform to, explain to, disclose to, admit to, agree with, right? Announce to, comment to. That's it. So, my dear,
Teacher,
question? Yes, ma'am.
because why explained? Why ed with ed?
Well, in
I
this case,
don't understand very well this part.
tranqui, no worries. In this case, it's because the situation was before it. But normally here, for example, it's normal, no? So, but here is because like in a class,
Mhm.
Max explained to the teacher that blah, da, 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 da. But it's not something that happens every day. That's why it's not in simple present, but in simple past, because it happens in one class and that's it, right?
Yes, teacher.
Mhm. I can use any of these ones in past. For example, actually here, several people agreed. It's also in past with me that logic TTD because it was like a specific situation. But for example, we could say that, no sé, let's say, Andre, something that environmental engineers believe about global warming. Are we going to save the planet or not?
Excuse me, teacher. The
What do
last part.
you, yeah, are we going to save the planet or not? What do the environmental engineers believe? Are they optimistic or pessimistic about it?
In my case, I am very pessimist, but not soon. But
Okay,
yes, in uh, mm, 4 decades, maybe,
in 4 decades, true.
or or from 5 to 10 decades. I don't know.
Okay. Bueno, more or less. But what is the general concern? I mean, what is what most of the scientific community say?
Mm,
40 years, 50 years, 100 years, more or less.
um, I I don't know, but I think that mm, 1 or 200 years. Eh, em, hay una organización que se llama el IPCC.
Uh-huh.
Voy a buscar las siglas.
Okay,
Mm,
that's in Spanish or in English?
Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change.
Wait,
Eh,
IPCC, right?
yes, yes,
And they
eh,
say 200 years.
yes.
Exactly. So you could say, for example, no sé, if it's something that they continuously said, we could say, for example, that the IPCC assert every day or in present that the humanity will last for 200 years no more, or if it's something that they specifically said in one seminar or in one presentation or in one conversation, in one conversatory, in one my god, I forgot how do you say that, in one presentation, then I would use it in past. No, so for example, last year, specifically in that moment, the IPCC asserted, because it's already part of the past, no? So asserted that the humanity will last for the la, 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 ready? But in past because it was specifically the last year. But if it's something that they continuously said, we use the verb normally in present. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Así como as questions, problems of so far.
Mm, mm, good teacher. For
Yeah.
example, I can say my mother claimed uh, that the devil appeared to bad people
Exactly. But wait,
when I was a
claim?
child.
When you were a child. I think that is still in this moment.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, very good. So when you were a child, your mother claimed that that's what she said, no? So good, very good. So, bueno, my dear, so tell me something that you believe that probably many people don't. Something that you say like, no, yo sí creo en esto. Maybe the other people not, or maybe normally the people don't believe on that, but I believe on that, right? Do you have any
Mm,
superstition strange?
yes, teacher. Uh, there are something that happens to me a lot. Is that I dream too much with future situation.
Like deja vu?
Yes,
My God.
but in my case,
Mhm.
uh, is very common.
Yeah,
In the moment when I dream, I don't understand very well the situation, but after yes,
when you like that part again, you said,
yes, yes,
I dreamed this part.
yes, yes.
Okay, very good, excellent.
Uh, Another thing is that when the people have uh, something that they like too much, I think that is something of the other life, something that they like too much or mm, como algo que les guste mucho o algo que le tengan mucho miedo.
For example, I like a lot no sé, Italy as a country and Italian and everything related to Italy. It's probably because in other life I was something related to Italy, right? Something like that.
Yes, yes. I think that I believe in that because in the internet I saw the kids, the child that uh, are very intelligent. For example, the last week, uh, a coworker showed me his child uh, eh, touching the, ay, no sé cómo se dice, organeta.
Electric keyboard.
Yes. Y pues él no sabía, nunca le habían enseñado. Y
No way,
escuchó una canción
seriously?
y fue y la tocó.
My God. Okay, so that is strange. That is
Yes.
not scientific normal, right?
Mhm.
Very good. So well, exactly. So in that case, you could say, for example, teacher, I believe that blah 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 blah. No, or for example, if I want to report what you tell me, I could say to other person like, no, imagine that Andrea told me. Andrea could be told me, or Andre. Oh my God, wait. Andre explained to me, right? If it's something more directly to me, I can use it with the verb. So we have out down here. So for example, I would say, Andre explained to me that if you that if you have something that you like a lot, or simplemente Andrea asserted that blah blah blah. If I don't want to use me, no problem. Yes, it's optional. So I can say just Andrea explained that. Blah, 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 blah. Ready? Easy. Yes, no problem. These are very, very good, my dear. Now, well, in our Colombian culture, we have a lot of different superstitions, right? Which we have over here. Could you please, well, the black moth, we already saw it, no? That if you see one of those, or the people believe that if you see one of those, it's because somebody's going to die. Or in Antioquia, or maybe it's only Medellin, I'm not sure. If you see that, it's the people believe that if you see one of the black moth, they will have the lottery numbers in their back, no? Good. But what about the other superstitions about a ladder, about pardon, about the yellow underwear, about breaking a mirror, about a black cat?
Teacher, here go under a ladder is bad. I
Mhm.
don't know why, but that's it.
Okay. Well, so you could say, for example, who said that? You said that? Or who says that?
Uh, the people say
People
that
would.
go under a ladder.
Very good. People say that. ¿Cómo está después? ¿Cómo vas a iniciar con un verbo? Como sujeto, lo usarías como gerundio. That going on the ladder,
Okay.
ready, is bad. You don't know exactly why, but yes. Well, I have listened that some people believed that going under a ladder, it's bad luck. It brings bad luck. It doesn't have a specific number of years, like for example, the mirror, that it has a specific number of years, but people assert that going under a ladder, it's bad luck, no? Or brings bad luck. Hmm? Bueno, what other, my dear?
Mm, teacher, is common that the people are
The people agree, sin el R, no
agree.
problem.
Okay.
Mhm.
The people agree uh, that looking in a broken mirror is uh, uh, brings bad look for 7 years. Oh, I don't know.
Like that. Well, they have two different theories. No, they said people agree that looking into a bar mirror, in a broken mirror, brings bad luck. That is completely true. Well, I mean, the superstition is not true, but that is what they say. No, that brings bad luck. Also, they say that, or people assert, or people claim that breaking a mirror brings you 7 years of bad luck. Hmm? So when you break the mirror, it's going to be 7 years of bad luck, right? Bueno, muy bien, very good. What about the yellow underwear? Have you ever listened about that?
It's a superstition in the Christmas.
Exactly, especially New Year, this one, no?
Yes,
Mhm.
people say uh, that using yellow, yellow what?
Well, you
Yellow.
could say underwear, it's in general underwear on
Ah, okay.
the wear como ropa interior, tanto hombre como mujer, underwear, right?
Using yellow underwear is good for the finances.
Exactly, very good. So they believe that wearing yellow underwear the last day of the year, will bring you will good finance states the next year, no? Muy bien,
Yes.
very good. And anything else about the cat?
Some people, not all. um, some people believe that black cats are mm, for bad things. I don't know.
Yeah, well, some people. Every time it's less and less people. Now every day the people
Yes.
love the black cats, but before and still a little bit, some people believe that the black cats bring bad luck. No, that looking a black cat in the street, it's bad luck. That's what they say. This is my idea, and they're very good. So basically, that's the way in which we can use the report speech in order to describe some of the reporting clauses. Ready? Uh, I was going to ask you something else. Well, have you ever listened a crazy superstition that you say like, but what the fuck is going on with these people? Why the people believe on that? Well, no sé, maybe in Medellin or maybe in other places. In some superstitions which you think are very crazy.
Mm, for example, uh, the superstition about the broom is very
Okay.
crazy for me.
Okay, very good. Yeah, yeah, that doesn't make any sense, no? And there is another one with a broom that people say that if you have an unwelcome guest, you know what is the meaning of unwelcome guest?
No, teacher.
Like guest, it means like invitado. And when they say unwelcome, it's that it's not welcome. O sea, un
Okay.
invitado que no es bienvenido, que ya quieres como que, ok, que ya no quieres
Ah,
tenerlo ahí.
okay,
So,
yes. To put the broom ay, ¿cómo es que se dice atrás?
behind.
Behind the door.
Exactly like that, right? So the people believe that putting your broom on behind the door, it's going to take people unwelcome guests out of the house, no?
Yes, teacher.
Good, excellent, my dear. So, well, all of these or these kind of structures can be used for talking about, like superstitions, paranormal things, or as I asked you before, common beliefs. No, common beliefs is what the people believe, not necessarily something which is paranormal or supernatural or anything, but it's something which is a common belief. For example, let's say American people believe that the global warming is not true, for example, right? Or the super powerful countries don't agree that the say global warming it's going to kill the earth, for example, something like that. So not necessarily has to be about something crazy or something like a paranormal, but it has to do with reporting what the people believe, crazy or real, supernatural or concrete or realistic. It's going to be the same structure using these reporting verbs, report, clause, assert, da, 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 and then that's it, right? So easy because it's in present, because it doesn't change, is what the people say every day. So it doesn't change. Is some idea, Andre?
Yes, teacher.
Questions, difficulties, problems, anything?
Um, when is a superstition that told me other person uh, uh, I can I should use the last tense.
This one, right?
Uh, yes,
It's optional. If you want to make it clear, yes. If you don't want to make it clear, it's not necessary. It means, for example, the superstition was told by your grandma to you. You would say, for example, my grandma confessed to me that she ta ta ta. If you want to express that it was specifically to you. But if you don't want to do that, no problem. You could say, my grandma confessed that blah, blah, blah. It's not necessary to include the object. It's optional and it's possible to do it with these verbs that we have down here. If you don't want to do it, it's not necessary. It's not an obligation. Ready?
mm, teacher, me refiero como to return the tense for a report speech.
Ah, okay. No. In this case, okay, got it. Well, the thing is that if it's a common belief, si es una creencia normal, puede que te lo hayan dicho antes, pero la creencia es la misma en este momento. ¿Ready?
Pero
Entonces,
si me lo dice otra persona, sí debo devolverme.
no necesariamente porque la persona en este momento sigue creyendo lo mismo, ¿right?
Todavía lo cree. Ah, ok.
Exactly. Entonces, lo que vas a cambiar es el verbo de reporte, o sea, este primero. Ese sería el que cambia, como en este caso, explain that, agree that, ta, ta, ta. Pero si te fijas aquí, sigue siendo en presente, ¿sí? Porque es algo que la persona todavía cree. Entonces, no va a cambiar, ¿right?
Ok.
Ujú. ¿Listo? Bueno, my dear Andre, good. One of the points of the checkpoint of this week, no, this week, no, the next week, which is the week number 4, it's talking about a urban legend of your country or your city, no? So here in Colombia, we have a lot. I don't know, imagine how many like legends are there, but there should be some, no? Like que la patasola, que el moán, que blah, 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 que el sombrerón, que blah, blah, blah. So try to think on one which is close to your and try to explain it using these reporting tasks. I say, so I'm going to talk about El Moan. So Colombian people assert that there is a guy in the Magdalena River bank, o sea, en la orilla, yes, who ta 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 ta, and the people comment that blah 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 blah, and the women reported that blah blah blah. Blah. Ready? That's what you have to do in one of the parts of the checkpoint. Okay, dear.
Ok, teacher.
Yes. Listo, my dear. So, Andre, one information important. I am going to be, well, we finish on December 17th. Yes, December 17th.
This level. Yes,
Yes,
this
this
level.
level. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And it's the last level. So, in that case, I am going to be on vacations from December 11th to December 19th. Ready? So we probably have the last, I'm not sure if we are going to get the last class together or until the class number 7. I'm not sure, depending on the weeks. But in that week, it's going to be like a teacher with the last class, with the last topic. So I am going to, as soon as I know who is the teacher, I'm going to give you the contact of the teacher, and I am going to recommend the teacher to do the classes in a specific schedule for you. So I would like to know what is the schedule that you prefer to have those classes with the teacher. If it's at night, at 7 p.m., at 6 a.m., depends.
Okay, teacher. I prefer to see the class 7 p.m.
7 p.m., great.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell the teacher that, well, for you, it's better to do it at 7 p.m. So, because I'm going to be in vacations from 11, I think probably the last class, it's not going to be with me, but with the other teacher.
Okay,
Probably, I'm not
teacher, no
sure, but
problem.
ready, my dear? Anyway,
Yes.
I'm going to give all the details and nothing, but it's going to be, of course, good. But I'm going to give all the details, the contact of the teacher in case you need something. He's going to be attentive of you. Okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you very much.
No, no problem, Andre. So, well, for the moment, see you next week. Next week, no mentiras. Next, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the second class.
Yes.
So, see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Ready? Is that 7 or 8? No,
Yes.
7.
7.
7
7.
p.m., right? Listo, my dear. So, see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Sleep tight. And that's it. Okay?
Okay, teacher. The same for you.
Bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
my dear. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.